We were 6 when I got to that school. 4th after my freshman year. And you had coaches from basketball and track trying to get me to explain why my mom's not doing cartwheels, that her daughter has an option to get to any college she wants off her skills. Why is your mom not pursuing this? I'm looking at grown people and I have to give them a reason. And the reason is, at 12, my mom went into a mental institution, unstable, and I found out her childhood was tumultuous. When she came out, I learned that she was so obsessed with the Jehovah's Witness religion because she wanted that new earth, because her childhood got ruined. So she was banking on this religion being true so she can get that new earth with Revelations 21:3-4. No more pain, no more cry. The former things have passed away. That's what she was looking for, to eradicate the pain her childhood caused. So she became obsessed with the religion, and it had to be true so she can get another chance at earth. Not because it's been proven to be the truth, but just because she had to get another chance at earth. And that was the most important thing to her. And me playing basketball at 7 o'clock Tuesdays and Thursdays meant I was gonna miss the most important thing to her. So she shut it down and started to do anything she could to kill my light. And when she finally killed it, I just did what she said do. It wasn't until I was in my 30s and I finally went to therapy that I learned that your spirit's like a light inside of you. So I'm artsy, I thought of it like a light post. And then there was rocks being thrown at the light post trying to knock my spirit out. Some were some school kids talking shit, some was this, that, but those rocks never reached high enough. My mom's rocks were hitting close. And one day, one of her rocks hit my spirit bowl and knocked it out. Somewhere around 15 or 16. And she knocked out my spirit bowl. And I didn't care anymore. Then I wanted to become a drug dealer. But the gangs, they just was doing violent stuff. And I wanted to sell drugs, but they wanted to keep doing violent stuff. And then they wanted to ride, then they wanted me to shoot at things. I just wanted to sell drugs and be rich, because I felt like that would get me out the house. Because I was graduating at 16. If she just got out of my way and let me play, I would have been 16, moving on to college, done with a full degree at 20, with a high intellect, and the ability to go play overseas or in a league, so I could have just made money with my talent while I wrote. Because the first movie I wrote, Gaining All Necessary Grounds, which was the acronym for GANG, 300 pages. When she saw it and saw the cuss words in it, she made me throw it in the trash bag. She took the shit out in the back and threw it in the trash bag. And made me throw away the first movie I wrote. 13 to 16 I was writing this movie. And it wasn't what Jehovah would want me to be writing. So I had to throw it out. So my writing turned from poetry and movies to rap. Then they turned into battle rap. And then the same oohs and ahs I got on the court, that power feeling that my mom never felt, but I felt, and she didn't want me to feel, because she never felt it. wrote a poem about how I relate to a chrysanthemum when I was 14. But at 17, I'm like, dog, drop it slower. You're like, that's right there, yeah. Fuck yo shit. I'm in the studio at 17 talking about fuck yo shit. Nah, fuck your shit. I mean, fuck your shit. When you be talking, I'll be like, shut your lip. I don't know who I'm writing these raps to.
Oh my God, you just, you sounded like your brother just now, but that's
Marshall got it from me. I'm the older sister, remember? But it came like that. And then niggas on the streets was like, yo, she's militant. Yo, she's gangster. Bring her on. And didn't know that it all came from my mom.
But like
hurting me.
That analogy that Pac uses is probably one of the best at it. Where it's like, at first it's like, you knocking, it's like, yo, we hungry. Let us in.
What you think now? Unlock the door, popping in with the glove.
Yes.
Take you off.
Like that's the evolution.
Your shoes and your socks.
Like that's the evolution of it. Like it's only so many times I'm gonna write this song and ask this question and beg for help nicely.
I was 12, 13 writing The Color Purple.
Which,
by 17,
oddly enough,
Iceberg Slim
comes all the way back around to where we started this at. And I asked the question, how long y'all think us men is just gonna be like, okay. And then you wonder why niggas snap and be all over the place or end up with a whole nother chick that he got sitting on the other because he go over there and she shut her fucking mouth.
Chemo, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Like,
you're right.
That motherfucker over there across town, she might actually want to know whether this motherfucker's mentally stable or not today.
I know it. But you know what?
She might actually
Guess what
care
happens when you argue?
That she had a
Guess what happens when you argue?
What?
You have no upper hand.
Who?
And you can ask them.
Who has no upper hand? Us as a male?
No upper hand.
None at all. Especially.
You can say I want a black woman, this woman, that woman. You have no upper hand. You be with a blonde and be arguing with her. She will let you know, motherfucker, I am more important than you, more powerful than you, more respected than you, more privileged than you. Don't let me remind you that you're a nigga. Because you know you niggas think you're the color of the bitch you fuck. That's what them white girls know.
Who?
That niggas think they're
we literally have no upper hand regardless of who we're fucking.
Yes, you do.
Who can I be in a relationship with and I get into an argument with and I have an upper hand?
Bruh, because it's false. Not the argument with her. It's the falseness you prove at Walmart. Walking around with her and you walk by Billy. Like, look, yeah, Billy, I'm taking your bitch.
Fuck Billy.
Right.
And her.
So when you gonna be done with that stupid shit?
What stupid shit?
When niggas is done with stupid shit will stop happening with niggas. But niggas gotta get off stupid shit. But the only way a nigga can get off stupid shit and bitches to get off stupid shit is to realize it's tiring being a bitch and a nigga. It's degradative. It's negative. What the fuck is positive about being a bitch and a nigga? We have got to be something else. We can't be kings and queens and bitches and niggas. And we definitely ain't no fucking kings and queens working for these white people. So I don't even want to pretend.
I'm trying to be Kenny. Who the fuck can I be Kenny for?
You can be Kenny for anybody.
Is high-strung, nervous, talkative, quiet, confident, shy, all of this shit. And sometimes maybe I just need a motherfucker to understand all of that. Maybe not understand it, but more so accept it.
Well, we try.
Okay, this nigga don't feel like talking today. But no.
We're gonna
Because
podcast
now-
how many women gonna get cancers to try.
Because now it's okay. Well, this nigga ain't talking today. Well, I guess he don't want to talk to me, and I'm gonna be emotional about that.
Time out.
Oh, this nigga talking today?
Time out.
Well, this nigga may want to make everything about him, and so he's not listening to what I say. So I'm gonna be emotional about that. Like, what the fuck you on?
I hear you, bro. I hear you. Here's what we want. You want to hear it? Here you go. Protected, provided, and pedestal. That's what the woman wants. To be protected, provided, and pedestal. Now, here's what
What I got to do with what I just said?
See,
Because y'all have all of that,
Because-
and I still got to deal
the
with.
term is happy husband, happy don't nothing
No.
wrong with that.
No,
The term is
the
happy
term is
wife,
happy wife, happy life.
So happy husband, finish that. That don't mean shit. Cause you know what? And I hate to say this, but the dick is for free. Pussy, yeah. So let's just get down to the bottom roots. That's on recording. And you're talking to a spiritual woman who'd rather be celibate than have casual sex. Pussy ain't free. I ain't fucking no broke nigga. My pussy ain't broke. Dick is free. It don't have a value. It's not a fair exchange.
How was that the conversation we got to, and that ain't the
Because-
conversation we were talking about?
Because I want you to hear me out. When we're talking about men and women, we're talking about emotions too, but we're also talking about roles. So if a man is saying, I need a woman to play her role, black women know what the role is. Many of us do. Some of us is out here silly. Some of us out here loud and raunchy. But in my, and no, not to you, Kenny, but in my experience on earth, I don't know what the fuck the black man's role is. He don't be running shit but his mouth. But I'm supposed to respect him like every other man who's running business.
So can
And
I-
I don't mean no disrespect.
So can
But
I ask a
how does the black woman respect the black man when she's doing better than him? If
I'm
we
not
think
gonna
he
argue
needs to
that.
step the fuck up
I'm
and
not-
stop
I'm not gonna-
complaining.
I'm not gonna argue that. Is there a difference between a nigga, like you said, running his mouth, and a nigga trying and hitting the fucking wall a couple of times?
Yes, there's a big difference. Edison succeeded making the light bulb on his 301 first attempt. And paparazzi asked him, "Did you, was it really frustrating, or did you want to give up? Failing 300 times to make the light bulb?" Edison said, "No, I just learned 300 ways not to make a light bulb. I just needed to learn One way.
How to make one.
how to make it." When I think about men, especially black men, I don't like these motherfuckers. They say bitches and this and everything, all this stuff. And they don't run shit in this country, not even the corner store. But they want me to treat them like a fantasy. But they haven't worked hard enough for it. They complain and bitch and moan like bitches on the rag. And that's so disrespectful to think. But to be honest, I'm one of the sweetest black women I know. And I even feel that way. I can't baby you, man. You're a grown man. The problem is, slavery was 400 years. And the mother had to treat her son like a boy his whole life. Because if she let him become the man that he instinctively was to become,
he was going to be killed.
he would have bucked up against a white man and been killed. So, generationally, for centuries, black women have been raising boys, not men. And black women have been raising women, not girls. So we get off while he's still 23, 24, 25 in the house. And then we get frustrated. Nigga, why you ain't doing better? And we don't even know your pain. Because instead of speaking your pain, you out there on the street with your boy speaking that misogynistic shit. Got us thinking we your enemies, and we not. It's the cops and the society. We actually love you, motherfucker. Return that shit. But y'all don't. You blast music that disrespect us. You talk about the way we dress.
You don't think
You
we feel the same?
ostracize our hair.
You don't think we feel the same?
But I can't, my hair's not gonna be wavy. So how you think I'm gonna feel at 14, 15? You telling me my shit ugly and her shit pretty. But at 14, 15, I tell you a nerd, and you at 30 years old, you won't get over it. I forgave you at 18. I've been so many blacks by dudes your complexion. How do I still talk and date guys your complexion? Because I forgave you as children. Grown black men be mad at women for getting their heart broke when they was 13. You can't forgive a girl, and so you mad at grown women? Wesley Snipes and Tay Diggs can't date a black woman because they were called so many blacks in school, but I can marry a black man when I was called everything black under the sun? That makes me feel like I'm emotionally stronger than Wesley Snipes and Tay Diggs. So when I say them as some bitch niggas, I fucking mean it. And I don't mean it for him to feel bad. I mean it for him to get stronger. Cause when we watch them when we watch them marches in the 60s, them cops is beating the shit out of women and children and dogs too. And it makes me mad that those men in suits aren't sacrificing their life and haven't organized it so the women are behind them and the children are standing behind the women. So every fucking man dies before the cops get to the women. No, you see them standing there wanting to do something while they're billy clubbing a black woman. And then you want us to respect you. I'm so angry at black men. Y'all failed us. And then walked away and said, y'all ain't all women in the first place. We are, but the white men took us. Took everything from us and raped us. And said, you have no power to her. And instead of fighting for us, you walked away. And so, well, I'll just find some other man's woman and call her mine. And then wonder why we don't respect y'all. I'm just waiting for one of y'all to stand the fuck up as a black man. I got some pussy waiting for that nigga. That's what we want. And we understand a black man is going through pain. If that's the case, nigga, don't be the head of the household. Find you a woman and make all the money and be her bitch. But if you want to be the man of the household, you gotta do some man of the household shit. Even in this white privileged economy. And that's how you get the respect of the black woman. Because remember, when the goddess hit earth, she looked like me. And she's still in me. And when I date, it's telling me to settle. Even though I feel like I deserve more. But America's telling my black ass, be happy if a man like your black ass at all. Cause blonde hair and blue eyes are the pinnacle of beauty. 10,000 years ago, yeah, shit, you might have been a shit then. But today, your black ass need to hold on whatever. Have piece of man is better than having no man at all. A black woman saying. And what's a white woman saying? Let him keep cheating. I have a PI on him. So when I divorce, is successful. My kids keep going to private school. I keep living in the suburbs, and I work if I want to. And she does that to any race of man. So there is no better woman in this world.
Not at all.
Not at all. But there is a damaged woman in this world. The American black woman. And what the fuck is a black man gonna do about it? Because he's the head. And if he loses his head, she's got nothing to stand on but her own self. And I ain't got time to be respecting you. I got too much to do.
I ain't talking about respect. I'm talking about if he needs to be the head, where does he go? Who does he go to alleviate what he needs to alleviate to continue doing what needs to be done to be that?
That's a great question. The Council of Brothers. Bad association spoils useful habits.
These
Black
niggas ain't
you
worth
can't
a
go
good
with niggas.
goddamn. That's why
Ain't you
these
sick of niggas?
very.
Are you sick of niggas? I'm sick of niggas and bitches.
How often have you seen me with anybody other than my brother, your brother, our brother?
Yeah. I understand. There's a lack of
Because
there's a lack of good of us.
because we can say what we want and need to say about our brother. But in the end, for me, he's on a very, very, very short list of black men who, when I needed that moment, that time, that vent, that let me get this off my chest, he was there, unbiased, unjudged. Niggas rather sit around in a circle with niggas and talk about what they cheating with.
Yes,
Talk
I know.
about what they plotting on buying next. And talk about all of this other irrelevant shit
newest-
other than shit
New
that we
basketball
actually need
game on
to
the
be talking
video.
about.
Yeah. I noticed that.
And then if, hypothetically speaking, let a nigga like me, the emotional ass cancer,
Here you go.
this nigga soft. This nigga emotional, man. Fuck you, nigga. I'm of the, and I ain't checked the numbers and no shit like that, but I'm convinced a lot of this black on black fucking violence is because these niggas is ignorant and you just so happen to cross paths with a motherfucker who was vibrating on a slightly higher frequency and you called that nigga emotional and he fucking lost it.
If it was anarchy, man, I'd have bodies. If there was no prison, I'd have bodies. Cause I have road rage. So I would have shot you on the road.
Oh my
nigga, done.
gosh. We're not even gonna talk about road rage. Fucking road rage. I ain't even gonna lie, road rage makes me glad.
Okay. So I appreciate what you said. I do have a question.
What's up?
The last question I want to ask. What does the black woman need to do, in your opinion, to fix the relationship issues that happen between us?
I think for starters, for me personally, I need you to listen. Because you're the only person on this earth outside of another black man that I know understands how bad I'm hurt. So I need you to, when necessary, get the fuck away from this I need you to be Superman bullshit and just listen to me and let me hurt a little bit and get that shit off. That way, come time, I can go back and play the fucking Superman role for you.
And I love where you're going with this, and I want to hear more. If I can ask a question, when you say when you're in that mode, is it just as a man, or could it be provoked by the woman that you can get frustrated with her in that mode and escalate, and then later on de-escalate and come back? Is it the woman's fault that you got escalated? Did we say something or do something for the escalation?
It's
or
both.
were we just there and you escalated and you needed us to be there to hear your escalation?
I think it's both. Because, like, just like women, y'all gotta deal with shit and then turn around and deal with us. And it's vice versa. And what do we know about hurt people?
We like to hurt people.
Hurt people hurt people. So like me personally, because I've been on both sides of hurt, especially in relationships, one thing I don't want to do is diminish or downplay your hurt. But to be fair, you have to also be willing to acknowledge my hurt, whether it's your fault or not. Because in my opinion, for this to be a healthy relationship, it ain't about placing the blame in terms of hurt. It's about helping each other heal. So regardless of whether I'm hurting because of you or not, in my opinion, your job is to do what you can to help me heal instead of telling me to just suppress that shit for your own needs. Or because how long do you think that shit is effective? Like niggas like me is the epitome of what happens when you think that answer 1 through 5 to any and every problem you have is eat that shit. You get volatile, borderline crazy niggas. And as you're younger, he might seem like the quiet dude sitting in the fucking corner minding his own business. But as he turns 25, 30, 35, that's the nigga that's more likely to kill somebody.
He's been holding it in.
And
he felt abused.
And there's no telling what might trigger that moment. It might be her. It might be her brother. It might be a random nigga that brushed him walking by on the sidewalk and that nigga didn't say excuse me after we done brushed because I tried to give you a little extra room, bruh, and you still brushed me and you ain't got the audacity to say excuse me. We going.
It can change in a minute because that ends.
This nigga's a powder keg because life done whooped his ass, and the thing that he loves the most, being a black woman, don't care. She just needs you to do what you need to do.
And be Superman.
He ain't got nowhere else to go with it, but and it's you can only sit on and control that volatility for so long.
Thank you for saying that. I need to hear that. I think the recorder needs to hear that.
It's honestly the truth is how I feel. Is what I fight with a lot.
How can women listen better? How can we listen so that it's effective for you and we grow and want to still be there to listen to you?
Because you, like, for me, you can't go in it. You have to be able to, I think you have to be able to, like, set your expectations aside for a second and your judgment aside and what you need and what you want from him aside and just be like, just let it go. Because you cannot let this shit out anywhere else. You can't be at your place of fucking employment and something triggering your fucking mind. You're a bitch. So what I can't do is need to have this release, and you're sitting there with me, and instead of holding me and rubbing my fucking back or rubbing my bald ass, shiny ass head, you say, nigga, you soft, nigga, you a bitch, nigga, you a pussy.
We say that? Is that a common thing that black women say when you guys are down?
Y'all niggas, excuse me.
I don't know, I'm not in a room like that.
General consensus.
Have I? Yes.
General consensus, I
that.
feel like most women feel like the last thing they want to see is their man crying. I don't think you're going to react well to it. And outside of death,
I'm a little
I
different.
don't think.
If my ex cried,
We're speaking. We're speaking in general.
Yeah,
general.
Mine is a little different. I be jumping on.
I can't even find
talk about it.
I can't even find my word generalities or whatever.
Yeah,
if that's not a real word, I'm making it up.
But you know, Miranda would never have her man sitting there crying. His hand, I have them all in these double D's. It was good talk. Oh, get it out. Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. So it's a consensus with black men that if something happened at the job, you're in the room,
never mind
crying,
job.
If anything,
like
we would come in and instead of seeing you crying and being empathetic and soft and sweet, we come in and ostracize you like, why are you doing that soft shit like crying? Do you feel like
I said, I feel like
you can't be vulnerable around black women?
Not a lot, no. On average, no.
No.
I definitely have. I can think of some that I've been with. Yes. I'm gonna have my emotional breakdown. She's gonna be there. We're good. And when I say we good, I mean I'm allowed to do what I need to do in that moment to get that release. And I can do so in front of her without judgment. I do believe I've been in situations with a woman like that. I do, honestly, as rough as you come off at times, I think it's on purpose, but I do believe you have that in you.
I come off rough like that sometimes.
And I think you coming off rough is on purpose.
Yes. I command to be heard.
Oh, I know you do.
I think it was my last life. I was reincarnated. I think I ran over ahead of some shit.
We've been at this for years.
Yes, you know me. And then I came back into this life, and I'm like, I'm not running shit. But I got all this sense to run shit.
I ain't got this shit. I ain't took like record of it, and it's recorded somewhere to where we can go back and directly reference it. But I'm pretty sure the number of our conversations that if somebody walked by looked like an argument they're countless.
This is enjoyment,
and it's just us. But you're so aggressive that it probably looks that way to somebody else passing by.
And
and
I'm not aware that I'm that aggressive.
You are very. And I've probably sat on this shit here for too long. But like, even for me, as much as I love you and love talking to you is almost like a wrestling match. Because you have like, you have so much to think. Your mind works so much, so fast. And it's just like, da. And it's like, okay, I want to weigh in too, but at the same time, it's enjoyable because it's, like I said, it's almost like a wrestling match. And I've gotten to that point of, a long time ago, of, fuck you, I'm not backing down. If we talking, we go talk. and there's even, and I'm not even gonna lie. It's even the point of, I feel like she gonna look at me like I'm soft if I do back down and just let her dominate this whole conversation. So even then, it's like, I'm not doing that. But it's fun, it's enjoyable. I appreciate it, I love it. But yes, sometimes, a lot of times, having a conversation with you is almost like a wrestling match. But that's you. You have a dominant personality.